Hey everyone, I'm a student at the University of South Alabama. My name is Jennifer Cole, and I'm here with Shireen Dadmehr, and I am going to interview her for an education course that I'm taking this semester. Now, before I ask you any questions about project-based learning or technology in the classroom, I just want you to tell us a little bit about yourself and why you became a teacher.
Okay, I'm Shireen Dadmehr, and this is my 18th year teaching. I didn't start out as a teacher. I graduated with a math degree, and I worked in industry for a couple of years, and it wasn't quite as satisfying as I felt that a work should be. And at the time, I was teaching aerobics too, and I really liked the teaching aspect of it. And I was in New Jersey, so this was in '94, sometime around then. And I got an alternate route certificate and loved it ever since. So I worked 6 years in New Jersey at a high school, and then we moved down to Texas, and I worked 6 years at another large school, about 2,400 kids or so. And then this is my 6th year at my current school. And I love it. Yeah, thanks.
It's really good whenever teachers love what they do, because if you don't have a passion for it, then you really shouldn't really be teaching.
Yes, yes. There's a lot of struggles. There's a lot of whatever. But yeah, it's worth it. The kids are fun. It's always a challenge to learn how to teach something or present something or make it interesting enough so it's not just kids thinking it's torture to come to class every day.
Yeah. So do you use technology in your classroom?
Yes. So most in my math classes, pre-calculus, we use the graphing calculator frequently. I wouldn't say fairly frequently. It depends on what we're doing with it. So for example, we just started graphing of sine and cosine curves. So for example, before we did some of the transformations for cosine curves, one thing we did was like match that graph. So I would put up a regular cosine curve and not show them what the function was, and then they had to try to figure out how to get it to shift or stretch or shrink in a certain way. Mm-hmm. In calculus, I use the TI Inspire calculators with the kids. I went to a workshop and fell in love with it, so each kid takes one home and uses that. And it's not just, to cheat and find like 50 times 22 or to take a derivative on the calculator, but there's some challenging questions you can ask, and they can explore a little bit more with that. So I also can bring out the laptops that the kids can go on desmos.com, or maybe if I have some videos that show a certain aspect of math that I'm trying to teach. So those are my math classes. And then, of course, obviously in computer science, I use the laptop, so that's technology. And digital electronics, we use a lot for that. So I don't know if that's a focus you want to talk about. But I just had something else I wanted to say. Lost it. Oh, well, and I don't know if this is this, but we have document cameras at school also. So I do all my presenting on the document camera, so I guess that's technology. And also for the calculus class, I have it as a flipped class. So I make videos for the kids to watch at home. Therefore, in class, they can do more challenging problems, and they communicate with each other more, and they can ask me questions. And it's not just them sitting at home frustrated, not being able to do anything, but having good math conversations in class.
Yeah, I've thought about doing that. I'm really excited about the flipping the classroom, because I want to have like a class blog, and I'm going to have videos posted up there of the lessons that they're going to do the next class period. And I'm going to give them a couple problems for them to try afterwards. And then they'll know what their problems are, like what their issues, where they need help. So they'll kind of have a basis, and they'll get to delve into it in the class. So I'm really excited about that.
Right.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you a couple questions about project-based learning. What classes do you use it in? Do the students enjoy it?
I've heard various things from the students, and I don't know, I think maybe their discomfort might be from it seems hard, or maybe there's too much, or they're stressed out and can't get the work done. We are actually a project-based learning school. I use it for digital electronics and computer science definitely all the time. I don't feel I have the time luxury to do it in pre-calculus and calculus. The calculus is an AP course, and we have a strict set of content we have to get through, and it's a big push to be able to cover that. So just personally, I haven't successfully found a way to put projects in that course before the AP exam. Pre-calculus, I did try a big project last year with one of my co-teachers that also teaches pre-calculus. We liked it, but at the same time, it ended up taking, 2 or 3 weeks. We had some class time for other things, but we had to push away some other content we weren't able to teach because it took so long. So unless we have the ability to, cut and paste what we're teaching in a course, it's kind of a struggle, I think, for me to teach content and teach skills and also make it heavy on the project-based learning. So that's just my opinion. Haven't successfully done that yet in math.
Yeah, well, that makes sense to me. All right, well, that's all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to answer some questions for me.
You are welcome.
All right, and thank you for watching, everybody.